What one lens gives photographers more trouble than any other lens? It's definitely the wide-angle lens. Why is that? Because most photographers interpret the vision of the wide-angle lens as being entirely too small and distant. It's not a lens for portraits. It's not a lens for anything close up. At least that's the argument. And the fact of the matter is, that's the big key when it comes to shooting with a wide-angle lens. You must use the immediate foreground, which in turn creates tremendous depth and perspective. Hi, I'm Brian Peterson, author of Understanding Exposure and Brian Peterson's Field Guide to Understanding Photography, and also Brian Peterson's Understanding Close-Up Photography. I'm here in Chicago's Millennium Park, and I'm about to show you a really simple technique that has everything to do with point of view to take full advantage of the wide-angle lens. I turn around and take their standard eye-level photograph of the park here, and we've got a snapshot of the reflecting pond here in Millennium Park. On the other hand, if I go down low and use the foreground, I now have a little boy coming into the scene. Hi. And we're going to take a picture. Okay, that works out real well. Well, we'll talk to the mom about her desire to see her son on YouTube. Nonetheless, we now have got an immediate foreground interest, in this case, very lucky, by an unannounced small child. Take a look at some other examples here. We've got an eye-level photograph in Provence, France, versus that same photograph down low with the flowers in the immediate foreground. And now the only question that remains is, Brian, I love this idea, but where the heck do I focus? Well, I've got a foolproof focusing formula, and I want to call your attention now to the screen and see how it reads. If you are using a DSLR with a crop factor and 1. Your lens choice is 12 to 16 millimeter, set your focus to 3 feet and your aperture to f/22. Or 2. Your lens choice is 17 to 18 millimeters, set your focus to 7 feet and your aperture to f/22. For those of you using a DSLR with a full frame sensor, 1. Your lens choice is 14 to 24 millimeters, set your focus to 3 feet and your aperture to f/22. Or 2, your lens choice is 25 to 30 millimeters, set your focus to 7 feet and your aperture to f/22. And the other thing that I really need to stress here is that this formula of presetting your distance on your focus will only work with the angle of views that I'm proposing as well as the aperture of f/22. You try to do this at f/16 or f/11 and you set those distances up as I've just described, I can promise you infinity will not be in focus. This only works at f/22. Now the next question is, what is the distance scale? Let me show you. The distance scale is simply that little window in your lens that has both feet and meters indicating. And you will notice in the middle, right there is a little slash mark. You'll find that on most every lens. And what I mean by 3 feet, very simply, I don't have 3 feet. Feet are in yellow in this case, meters are in white, but I do have 1 meter. If I set 1 meter right above that little gold distance center mark, right there, that's what I mean by setting your focus at 3 feet. You would do the same if you're using a 17 to 18 on a crop factor DSL, but you would set it at 7 feet. So that's what I mean by setting your distance on the distance scale. Now clearly, we are getting some incredible landscape opportunities here to shoot immediate foreground as far as the eye can see within that range of what we call acceptable sharpness. Do not believe the naysayers out there who want you to believe that anything beyond f/8 or f/11, oh, you're going to lose incredible sharpness and clarity and contrast. It's just not true. I get a lot of emails from people who just say to me, Brian, you shouldn't shoot at 22, at least that's what I heard, because you lose so much sharpness and contrast. Clearly, as you can see, you don't. And more importantly, you're going to miss out on some tremendous opportunities to shoot some beautiful landscapes with immediate foreground to the infinite background if you don't take advantage of the f/22 principles I've just described. Until next time, this is Brian Peterson saying, you keep shooting.